Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on this online open campus. We're super happy to welcome you today to present you the school and answer any question you may have. We will be all together. I'm going to introduce everyone that is here for you today. So there's Dominique Perronnet, Head of Campus in Montpellier.
Hello.
Alexandre Pagot, Head of Campus in Lille. Charles Chorin, Head of Campus in London. There's the International Coordinator, Carole Makota.
Hello, everyone.
And we have students from Montpellier, Lily and Vanessa.
Hello.
And a student from Lille, Enar, is with us. And I am Juliette, and I am admission officer in Artfx. So today we organized this event for you because we know that you have probably many questions about Artfx, but it's hard for you to come and visit us on site. We know that deciding to go and study abroad is a big step, major decision for you, and you need to have all the necessary information and that you must be able to ask us any question you have about the school. So we hope that today will be helpful for that. I think we can present the slides. Yep, thank you. Today we'll talk about 5 main themes that we believe are super important to help you choose your future school. So we'll introduce ourselves, who we are, the school. Then we'll present 2 campuses, one in Montpellier, one in Lille, and we'll also introduce the different programs and courses that you can join there. We'll also introduce and present every action that we have to support international students before and throughout the studies in Artfx. Of course, we'll talk about how to join the school. And finally, we'll have a focus on our London campus that has different program and a process that is a little different as well. So to start introducing the school, it was founded more than 20 years ago in 2004 by a specialist in visual effects. Today, the school has different universe, visual effects, 3D animation, 2D animation, also a video game. And we have more than 1,000 alumni that came to the school and are now working all around the world. And it's really a benefit for real benefit and privilege to have this strong and extended professional network. And throughout our 20 years of experience, we build strong connection with the industry, with professionals. And just to give you one example of that, last year there were more than 50 studios and partners that came to the school for different events that we organized. Also, Artfx is an internationally recognized school, and that can be seen through many awards that the school had and the students win. For instance, the VES, the Rookies, or also the Pegas. If you do not know them yet, that's perfectly fine. I can explain a bit what those awards are. They're all from professional. The jury of those awards are professional from the industry, and they are very recognized in this industry. The VES, for instance, they are the equivalent to the Oscars in the United States, but they are fully dedicated to special effects scenes in the movies. The Pegas, it's the same, but for video games. And last year, the winners in the students category were students from Artfx with a short movie called Pitura. You actually can see it on our website, and I encourage you to go see this movie, and as well for the winners of the Pegas in 2023, that is called Alaska. You can download the game and try it. And the Rookies, I think you might be more familiar to it because they publish school rankings, international school rankings. And actually, just last Friday, they published their annual school ranking for 2025. And we are very proud to be, for the 7th year in a row, the first school in the world for visual effects, but also the 2nd school in the world for console games, 6 for 2D animation, and 6 for 3D animations. As you may have seen on our website, we have more than 1 campus in France, one in Montpellier, one in Lille, and also one in Paris. Today, we won't be talking about Paris because the courses there are exclusively taught in French. It doesn't mean that an international student cannot apply, but it just means that it is required to be perfectly fluent in French to apply in Paris. So for that reason, we'll not focus on this one today. So to introduce you the Montpellier campus, Dominique, this is you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Artfx. My name is Dominique Perronnet, and I am the head of Montpellier campus. Here, creativity is a universal language matched with a high level of rigor that meets the demands of the industry. Our campus is a place of sharing, innovation, and passion, where every student can find their place within a creative and caring community. At the heart of the campus, every space is designed to encourage collaboration, experimentation, and curiosity. At the Odalis residence, you will find a new home, a welcoming and modern living space, perfect for connecting and sharing. The first week, you will take part in the International Orientation Week, a unique experience to discover Artfx culture, meet students from around the world, and build lifelong friendship. In the city of Montpellier, art is everywhere. On the wall, in the street, in the golden sunshine. Streets are blends with students' creativity, offering endless inspiration and expression. Montpellier captivates with its vibrant energy. It's a young, lively city with free public transportation, where students from all over the world enjoy a rich cultural life, trendy cafes and restaurants, festivals, and artistic events. Just a few steps away, you will see the Mediterranean Sea. It invites you to relax, explore, and recharge. Many special moments bring our community together, jury session, group project, celebrations, and above all, this creative family spirit that make Artfx much more than a school. It's a human, artistic, and international adventure. You will see at Artfx you can create, dream, share, and bring your imagination to life. Ton micro, Juliette.
Juliette, you are muted.
Ouais, t'es en mute.
Sorry, everyone. I wanted to ask Lily and Vanessa, since today they are currently students in Montpellier, what is your feeling about Montpellier? What was your first impression when you arrived about the city? What do you prefer about living here in Montpellier?
Hello, do you hear me? Perfect. So when I first got to Montpellier, my honest first reaction was, whoa, it was more tropical than I thought. It was very sunny all the time, and I wasn't expecting to see cacti and palm trees in the streets. So that was my first honest impression. And then as I got to know the city a bit more, I realized it was very much a student city. So you have plenty of advantages as a student if you want to take part in certain activities, whether that's going to cinema, going to the opera, or participating in different workshops, seeing concerts, stuff like that. And also the nightlife is quite nice. There's plenty of restaurants and bars to check out. And in general, I find the streets rather charming, at least in the old city. So yeah, that's what I think. And Vanessa?
For me also, mostly it was very sunny. When I just arrived, it was very sunny, very nice. It was just towards the end of summer, so it was very beautiful. And one of the things I love the most also is that we are very close to the beach. So we can just take the tram and go down to the beach if we want. And it's very lively. It's a lot of students, so the city has a lot of activities that are made also for students to enjoy. So it makes the lives here much more enjoyable to share and meet people and just enjoy what the city has to offer.
Yeah, Vanessa knows all the stuff that should be checked out. She's got all the info.
Making most of it.
Yeah, and also the tram is like the main type of public transportation in the city. It's quite straightforward, simple to use. And if you're living in Montpellier, this was more or less a recent thing. It's free to use as long as you have the ticket with you that's been validated, like proven that you are living in the city. So transport is free.
So very useful for students too.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, anything else you want to add? Or?
I think most of that is very full of activities and very beautiful weather throughout the whole.
Yeah, you're right.
Year, even in the winter, we have sun, so it's very nice.
You're right about that. Well, thank you to you both. Now moving on to the north of France, on the Lille campus, and Alexandre, I'll let you introduce the campus.
Hi everyone, my name is Alexandre Pagou and I'm the head of Artfx school in Lille. So welcome in Lille. It's a beautiful city in the north of France, located just 30 minutes from Brussels and only an hour from Paris and London. It's a creative and lively place full of energy and culture, and world famous for its colorful Flemish architecture. Our campus is located in Eura Creative, which is a central hub that includes animation, games, VFX studios, and the school offers everything that our students need. So we have a cinema, a 70-seat cinema, in which we hold graduation film ceremonies, film shooting studios, traditional art rooms that you may have seen in the video, as well as cutting-edge equipment for CGI and VFX. There's also a rooftop and a cozy student lounge to relax, play, or just hang out. We have also, right next to our campus, a modern student residence with 500 studios and shared apartment, a gym, music, and video rooms. So everything you need just steps away from the campus. Life at Artfx and in Lille, it's vibrant and international. The Students Association organizes plenty of events on a regular basis. So we have karaoke nights, gaming parties, film screenings, and more. Lille is overall a welcoming and dynamic and full of life place. So it's the perfect place to study, create, and have a great time. And so you're welcome anytime. We'll be happy to have you on site. Thank
you, Alexandre. Then Ina, I have the same question for you. As in Montpellier, what was your first impression of Lille? What do you like about this city?
I actually arrived during an event called Braderie de Lille, which is like, it's basically Europe's biggest flea market. And I think last year at least 2 million people came over one weekend to this city, which is definitely not that big for 2 million people to be there. It's insane. It's like the streets are just full of people. And so yeah, you can definitely see that there was like a lot of life here. And that was my first impression of the city. And then the place where the school is like a place called Plein Image, which is very nice. And there's like lots of restaurants to go to for lunch, and the prices are quite good. But yeah, that's my first impression of Lille. And we have metro, there's tram, there's buses, and I bike quite a bit. So the bike lanes and stuff is really nice, and you can go outside the city quite fast if you want to bike around the city. And also the city is very close to Belgium, so it's very easy to go to Belgium. It's very easy to go to different cities. You can go to London with a train in 1 hour. You can go to Brussels in less than an hour with the train. So yeah, it's very close to most places. That's about it.
Thank you. Now, so yeah, you definitely had a strong first impression of Lille. Now we're moving on. You can see the presentation. We're moving on to the different program that this campus offers. Alexandre, can you introduce those different courses?
Yes. So basically, in every campuses are an open door to 4 different universes. They are all, of course, connected to our creative industries. So either special effect 3D animation, 2D animation, or video games, but exclusively in Montpellier. And those majors, they are achievable within a 5-year cycle that I think that Dominique will explain.
Yeah, all the programs last 5 years and lead to a master degree. The first year is a foundation year in the arts to develop key skills. It's also allow you to refine your choice of orientation by experimenting different disciplines. The program orientation is at the end of the first year. And after that, year 2, year 3, and 4 are specific to the choice of orientation and dedicated to the advanced development of professional skills and also soft skills, very important. We are one of the few schools to offer a specific curriculum dedicated to the 3D character animation, starting in the 3rd year. And in your 5th year, you will develop graduation films or video game project in teams. This is an intense year, and it ends with a final jury of international professional studios and also a job dating event into the school directly after the jury. That's it.
Thank you. Indeed, if you're not very familiar yet with the different universe, special effects, 2D animation, 3D animation, video games, I encourage you to go on our website and check the graduation short film and graduation video games of the students. You can look at them, and that will help you understand better the type of project you could work on while joining this school. Now, we have a very important part for you guys, the international support team. And Carole, this is you.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Carole, the international referent for the Montpellier campus. We have one on each campus. And this is because we are very aware of your very specific needs as international students. So we have specialized staff on each campus to organize events and provide you with a lot of specialized support. So you can make easy appointments with us. We're very approachable, and we are the first go-to person in case you have the smallest issue, whether it's with administration, French administration, or with your schooling in general. So we can redirect you to the appropriate staff or provide you with the necessary documents you may need, or even go online with you, make appointments for you. Anything you need, we're here for you. We provide you with important documents, reminders all throughout the year. Most importantly for you, visas, health insurance, which is mandatory for non-European international students. We share a very important international guide, which is also your go-to document for your entire studies, even though it does get updated each year. Most of the time, the referent is also the French teacher. So even though French is not a requirement to join our school, it is, of course, very useful to learn some French, and we highly encourage you to start a little bit just for fun and to facilitate your life even before you arrive. But those free lessons are meant to help you facilitate, your daily grocery shopping, finding your way around, speaking to a doctor if you ever need to, etc. We also organize an international welcome week. It was mentioned by Dominique earlier, and this is a very important week for you to, most importantly, meet people and make friends even before the official start of the year. This is really important as an international student to feel at home, meet people, and also, of course, to receive very important information on the organization of the school, to meet the pedagogical coordinators, and also to receive guided city tours, as well as guided campus tours that are led usually by current international students. I do invite a lot of current international students to our international week because they can give you, first-hand information on how to ace your studies with Artfx. So, as I mentioned, knowledge of French is not required. However, English proficiency is, for obvious reasons, and we require that also from French students so that everybody can communicate with fluency. Our population is significantly international. As you can see, almost 1 out of 4 students is international, and we have over 50 nationalities represented at our school. So that's also great for you to feel at home and meet a lot of people from all over the world. One of the specificities of our school is that most of our teachers are current industry professionals. So it's an awesome opportunity for you to receive updates on, to receive current information, which means that you will hear about the current software that are being used, the current trends that also help us refine our pedagogy. Each year, we update the way we teach based on the actual precise industry needs, and that's very important for us. This is a non-comprehensive list of studios we have strong partnerships with. This is very important for us. That helps our students find jobs, obviously, because those studios actually come to us during the job dating at the end of the year, of each year. We have a job dating on our site, on our campus. So you will meet many of them also at the occasion of master classes. Some studios come to teach master classes at our school and provide feedback on graduation films. So that is also invaluable information. So, because images are stronger than words, we'll watch some now.
Michael de la Fosse, président de la métropole, maire de Montpellier. Waouh, Artfx. Waouh. Artfx.
Juliette, you stop the video, you're muted.
So our partner studios love to recruit Artfx students, and that's on the next slide, because of our unique emphasis on teaching professionalism and soft skills. And it's something that is not usually taught at school. We always tell students, okay, you need to know how to manage your time, but it's never taught at school usually. However, at our school, we do have a course called Professionalism, in which we teach those skills, such as knowing how to work in a team, how to be reliable, how to manage your time, most importantly. And we assist you in your job search in very concrete ways. So we help you write your CV, we do mock interviews, and we help you tell the story of your itinerary and put your strengths forward, get more self-assurance, so that on D-Day, on JD Day, job dating day, you are fully self-assured to present yourself. And so job dating day is one of the peak day during the year, because the school is really buzzing with all the studios meeting at our school, and it's a great day every year. If I can get the next slide, please.
This one?
So yes, so one of the highlights of the actual on-site campus tours that families take, families are very much impressed. The one before, Juliette, the slide before.
Yeah.
This one. This was the right one. Yes. So families are very impressed by the sheer number of blockbusters posters on our halls. And in all those blockbusters, our students have contributed. So this is really impressive. And we also highly encourage you actually to search where our alumni currently work, because it might give you an idea of the different types of functions and projects you could occupy or work on. And yes, I think it's been mentioned before, but our alumni work all over the world. And even though French is the proud host to many important studios, it's very important, of course, to have an extended network of colleagues. Alumni are your future colleagues. So it's a great way to make connections on the international playgrounds and find a job. So if you have any question on any of those aspects, you can ask them later during this presentation. But for now, I'm sure you're very curious about the admission process. So I will let Juliette present that.
Thank you, Carole. Yes, the first thing I would like to say about the admission is that we are two admission officers, Léa, which is based in Lille, and myself based in Montpellier. And you are very welcome to contact us at any time if you have questions about the admission process or about the school in general. Please do write to us, contact us, and we'll be happy to answer you. So the admission process is pretty simple. The first thing you need to do is to register on our website. And once this is done, you will receive an email with all the instruction you need to apply. We'll ask you to submit a portfolio, a narrative letter, and to do an English test. The portfolio is to know what you do, what are your passions. The format is very free. We want you to share anything that you think is relevant for your application. It can be photography, it can be video editing. If you have done some works on 3D modeling softwares, for instance, that's great. You can share it with us. It can also be paintings, drawings, sculpture, really anything you want. We want to know what you are motivated by. Then the narrative later is to know who you are. We want to know your inspirations, your motivations, and why you want to join Artfx. We believe that if you have some fun writing this letter, then we'll have some fun reading it. So please do enjoy yourself in the format of the letter. And finally, we have an English test. This is, like Carole said before, it's important that we know you are able to follow the classes in English. So when your file is complete and that we've received all those documents, we'll offer you an interview with a member of a team. The interview will be around 20 minutes, and it's really a discussion. We want to discuss about your work, about your academic project as well. We want to make sure that our training, our courses align with your project. And once all this is done, within 7 days, you have the admission results. Since we're talking about admission, I think it would be great to have some experience feedback of the students that are with us. We can start with Lille, for instance. Gareth, I see that you've joined us. That's great. Thank you for being there. Well, you can start actually. Let us. Can you tell? No. Can you tell us how was your experience about the admission, and how did you prepare for your portfolio?
Yes, I can share. Hopefully you're able to hear me. Yes. Okay, so my name is Garrett, and I'm currently a 5th year in Artfx Lille. And for me, I joined the 4th year, so just last year, and the admission process was very smooth and for me, very fast. I joined and I started right away. So I moved from the United States over to France and began my studies.
Now, what about you, Ena? Do you have some tips or recommendation that you would give to future candidates to prepare their portfolio?
I think just applying with your best work first, but then make sure to just include anything, as you said, that would be related. I made like a short movie before coming here, so I was showing cinematography and some editing, and then I showed a lot of 3D because I hadn't done a lot of drawing. So I just made sure to show photography and other skills that would be related.
Yeah, well, thank you for saying that, because indeed I forgot to say something that is super important. It's that nothing is mandatory. Nothing is eliminatory. If, for instance, you haven't done some drawings before, that's fine. If you've never tried some 3D modeling softwares, that's fine as well. Nothing is mandatory in this portfolio. So thank you for adding this. Maybe now moving to Montpellier, can you tell us, I don't know, Lily, how was your interview?
Yes. Well, first off, just to give some context, this was 4 years ago. I'm a 4th year in 2D now, so I'll try my best to remember. The interviewer was very considerate. It felt less stressful once I realized it was more like a conversation, like I think Juliet said. And basically we talked about several things. First, we went through a few things in the portfolio, and then we looked at the admissions tests that were done. And also we talked a bit about inspirations. So if you're like going into 2D, maybe you can mention like what inspired you to apply to Artfx and for this reason. And if you're going to game, for example, you might have plenty of examples of video games that you enjoy, etc. And also I specified, or well, the interviewer asked me if I was okay with going to the Lille campus or whichever campus, but I specified later that I wanted to go to Montpellier, and that was respected, so I'm here in Montpellier. So that will be one question that comes up. And since I wanted to go into 2D, which is taught in French, you will be tested on your French level. It's not like a test, but you will try to have a conversation in French. Yeah. Vanessa, what about you? If you can remember anything you want to share?
Yeah, it was pretty fast, easy, also like a little conversation. I didn't remember much details about it, just asking like things that I like, my favorite things, and it was very quick and all. I was like, oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And did you know before joining Artfx which universe you wanted to specialize in, or did you decide it at the end of the first year? How was this choice?
For me, I already knew I wanted to do 3D animation. So I joined already with that in mind, but also as the first year, second year went by, and the more classes that we had about animation, the more like that idea got stronger. Like, okay, this is really what I want to do, because I was enjoying the classes. So I already knew, but then it was reinforced that it was actually the right path for me.
Right. Thank you. Thank you all for sharing those experiences you had, even though it was a long time ago for some of you. To finish about the admission process, once again, I want to let you know that you can contact us any way you wish, through email, through WhatsApp. And also we have Leah and I on the website alongside our names. You can find a little link. It's to book a visio with us. Every Wednesday, we have some available slots for you to book a meeting. It's definitely not mandatory, but if you feel the need to ask questions about the process or about the school or about your orientation, if you need some advice, we'll be really happy to have this time with you. And also to talk a little bit about after being admitted to the school. We know that some of you will register very early, maybe in December, maybe in January, you'll be admitted. You'll be super excited to join the school, but you will have to wait maybe 8 months before officially coming here. So we want to stay in touch with you during that time. And for that, we'll send you some news about the school through newsletter. You'll also receive a small guide about the cities in Lille and Montpellier so that you can start protecting yourself in those cities. And we'll start creating a small community of the future international students through a WhatsApp group and also through online events so that you can start to know your future classmates, you can start to chat with each other. Also, for instance, if you realize that there are 2 students coming from the same country, well, then you can organize to book your plane together in the same day. I don't know, that will be up to you, but it's just for you to start making connection with each other. So that was it for the admission part, and now we'll be talking about the London campus with Charles.
Hi. Good afternoon. So I'm Charles, I'm the head of Artfx London section, and I'm here to explain a little bit what's the reason we open a new school in London. So basically, we're gonna open in January 2026 a VFX Master Degree Level 7. And the idea is to partnership with AUB, Art of University of Bournemouth, to be able to deliver a diploma level 7 with a visa. So this is a 1-year boot camp. And after 1 year, the idea is you are extremely close to the industry. You are able to build a portfolio based on 5 collaborative projects, which is very important. And also, based on the visa, you're going to be able to study in central London, in Shoreditch. The idea to be in Shoreditch is to be close to the industry. We have 7 VFX companies in the same tube station, but also we are sharing the same building with the Yard VFX, which is VFX studios. And the idea, obviously, to have a VFX studio, professional studio in the same building, you can create a very strong connection with the industry. And also part of the VES London section, we're going to create some events and to be able to collaborate with them. On the top of this, the visa, which is a big thing for us, because you are able to study in the UK for 1 full year, but when you are graduated with the AUB diploma level 7, you are eligible to work 18 months with a working visa in the UK. So you don't have to be worried about when after I'm be graduated, I need to go back to my country or I have to go back to somewhere and how I'm going to miss the opportunity. You will not, because you will be eligible to work 18 months. And on the thing is, if you don't start in January 2026, we have our next section for the VFX master degree in October 2026. And now on the next slider, Wink, we have the Panwood collaboration. So Panwood Studio is basically a massive studio where we are shooting professional movies and TV series. And Artfx will be able to use these facilities to shoot our projects. All our project is visual effects and filmmaking. So we need space and professional equipment. So we will be able to use the equipment, camera, lenses, lighting, and space to be able to shoot every single project we're going to do in Artfx London base. And then the project is, as we said, 5 projects and 1 swimming pool project. So the swimming pool is basically like a training bootcamp session to be able to get up to speed the full team, the collaboration, and set up everyone and to make sure everyone is settled. And then we have 5 projects to cover a lot of different topics. Each project, as I said, is collaborative, and we're going to introduce like some team management, soft skills, scheduling, budget, breakdown, and personal training and soft skills. So each project will be a little bit like diversified because you need to tackle a lot of different things with different professionals. Another thing very important is all person gonna lead the project are not teachers. So everything is based on professional working in the industry. We don't have any teacher like for the sex to say like proper teacher. Everyone is working in the industry. So they're gonna come during the day or the evenings because obviously they're working. And then is 4 different things. The reason we're gonna choose London is we are close to the studio and sharing the same building. We are in the same area with the many studios as ILM, Framestore, DNEG, and so on. We have also partnership with Wacom, Sony, Blackmagic, and Cook Lenses. And yeah, the fact we are in central London, we can definitely go to the pub, which is part of the business, especially when you are graduated for the master. And finally, another topic hot of the press is accommodation. Because if you are international student or even locals, it's always very hard to find accommodation. And we have 2 partnerships with 2 student accommodation next to the school. So we are in front, this building is front to our building, and we have another one behind the building. So we have a deal package to facilitate everyone coming from anywhere. So you have AUB to deliver the visas, and we have like a package to be able to give you a student accommodation to make sure you can live in central London. And finally, yeah, that's 2 things. We have open house. One is this Saturday, the 8th of November, like in our building. And the next one is on the 11th and 25th online. And the last one will be the 6th of December. And obviously the same email address if you want to apply. It's apply@artfx.fr.
Thank you, Charles.
You're welcome.
And I think that's it for us about the presentation. And I would like now to listen again to our students from Artfx. Maybe now we can start with you. First question for you would be, how would you describe a typical week at Artfx as a student?
So I'm in 3rd year, and for the 3rd year, we mainly just have 3D classes. And this year we switched to like more of a workshop formula. So like this week, we're working on sculpting an athlete in motion in ZBrush. And then we're also doing Mari texturing classes as well. And then the week before that, we were doing a compositing workshop for 2 weeks where we were integrating a CG helmet onto real footage.
Thank you. Is there anything else you would like to add about your experience?
Me? Yes. Last year when I was in 4th year, my week looked like this. So we had workshops where a studio professional comes in a couple of days a week, and you spend either the afternoon, morning, or both the afternoon and the morning with them doing usually a lot of technical skills. So you're right in the software with them, and they're basically teaching you the ins and outs so that you can use it best for your creative needs.
Gareth, you're currently a 5th year student, so you are working these days on your graduation short film project. Can you tell us more about this? What is your mission, your roles in this project? How is the teamwork working for this graduation project?
Yes, so now that I'm in the 5th year, we have moved past the workshops, although we still have some on more fine-tuned skills. So I'm originally came to Artfx to focus on effects, so simulations like explosions and fluids. But in the 5th year, I found myself filling a lot more shoes, and I've kind of broadened my skill set. So each day I'm really working with my team and all of their skill sets towards the one goal, which is our PFE, our final year film.
Thank you guys. And what about you girls from Montpellier? How is your life in Artfx regarding the pedagogy, the classes that you have? Also, I know that you worked last year on a project for the 3rd year Labo project. Could you tell us more about this, please?
Le micro.
Vanessa, we can hear you.
I think it's George.
Yeah, okay.
Can you hear us?
Now, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. So this year we have, since it's 4th year, we are mixing a lot in the workshops and the graduation project. So in animation specifically, we have a lot of workshops of body acting, body mechanics, lip syncing. So that's a bit spread throughout the year. And at the same time, we have our own time to work in our graduation film with our team. So it's in the early stages, and we're going back and forth within the two. And for the project last year in Labo, I worked on a light festival that we do here in Montpellier every year in November. It's actually going to be next week that we're going to see it. So it's a projection that we do on the buildings in the city center. So we work on the Arc de Triomphe, and we have our project that will be seen by everybody next week. And it was the first big experience to work on a real 3D project for clients, and it was pretty fun. We were a small team, and we had 7 weeks to do it. So it was a very interesting experience, and also very excited to finally see it next week in the in the real place.
We can't wait.
I will be there. Okay. Yes. So to pick up where Vanessa left off. So Projet Labo. For us in 2D animation 3rd year, we had 2 choices for this. One was either working with Radio France or working with Cinemed, which is an international Mediterranean film festival here in Montpellier. I was in the group for Cinemed, and basically we made 3 short 20-second 2D animated films for the film festival, and these films would then be projected in between movies that will be shown during the festival. And it was, like Vanessa said, a nice experience to actually do something that has real world consequences with an actual client. So when we finally got to see them on the big screen, it was a very cool moment. I was there trying to find each short film, like, oh, and then I filmed it. So yeah, that was one of the projects we worked on. Another project for 2D animation in 3rd year would be the individual project, in French, Projet Individuel. And basically, we were making our own short films, but not from A to Z, like that would require a full team. This is individual. So we made we made the storyboard for the entire project, which was a short film, and 45 seconds of an animatic. And then in those 45 seconds, around 15 seconds of fully animated moments. And that is basically just for us to try out all the different moments in the pipeline, pre-production, production, post-production, so that we have knowledge of all those roles before specializing perhaps in the area we enjoy the most. Yeah, so those are the two main projects in third year for 2D animation.
Thank you. Thank you, girls. So you can start writing some of your questions in this chat, but before answering them, actually, I would like to have maybe a final word from the head of campus of Montpellier and Lille. Is there anything you would like to add about the pedagogy of Artfx, about the campuses? Alexandre, Dominique.
Alexandre, as you want.
Vas-y, c'est Dominique.
Vas-y. I hope we we give you the main information, and that's clear for you. We will answer to your question for sure, and never hesitate to come with us, because we work as a team. All instructors, all the members of the team are coming from the professional universe. So our goal is to work with you, to make you the future professionals of the industry, and we enjoy doing that with you. So welcome at Artfx if you want to join us.
Yeah, nothing much to add. We, as Dominique said, we are all coming from this industry, and we are all ex-professionals from the industry. So we have, I guess, a strong knowledge of what does it requires to in terms of skills to get in this industry. So I feel it's one of the strengths of Artfx, and so one of the primary things that we are looking for is the people who are curious. So that's, I feel, one of the main focus when we are interviewing you is evaluate the way you are curious in terms of culture in general, and of course, I guess you have to love the animated images and cinema overall. But curiosity is one of the most important skills to enter in Artfx.
And just one more precision, we don't have a discussion about that, but as we are an independent school, we update our programs every year with a very precise mindset, with a very precise conscience, and we work with the different studios and with all the professionals to update the program that match to the needs of the industry, and that's very important to do that.
Thank you. I believe it's the same thing in both campuses, but how many students per classes is there in Montpellier or Lille?
It depends of the cursus, but at the highest class is 24, 25 students per class. And after that, in the fourth year, when we enter to a very advanced workshop, depending what you choose, environment or character or a different specialization, sometimes you are 10 people in the workshop, sometimes you are 20 people, but never more than 25.
Thank you. Then now I'll take the questions from the future students, future candidates that are watching us. So yeah, the question will be written down on the screen. I can read them to you. Hello, thank you for all the information. Is it possible to enter Artfx in second or third year? The answer is yes. Parallel entry into the programs is possible. It will depend on your portfolio, on your skills, on the experience you have already, and it will be compared to the level of our current students to make sure that you share the same grounds and technical basis before moving on the same to another more advanced class. So yes, it is possible, but we cannot tell you in advance in which year you can enter. It will depend. You'll have to go through the admission process to know that. If I understand correctly, there is no difference between the two campuses in terms of courses, right? Indeed, the pedagogy is the same both in Lille and Montpellier.
Video games in Lille.
Video game is in Montpellier.
Exactly. Then I have a 4-year BS in gaming and multimedia with a 2.6 CGPA. Sorry, that is much technical for me. I don't know what it is. From Pakistan. I don't want to start a full 5-year program. Which year can I join? Since it's gaming, I think Dominique will be...
Yes, it's exactly the same what Juliette said before. We really need to analyze your portfolio, what you did before, what you experiment before to analyze if you have the skills that match to our students' skills. But we do a very precise interview with you regarding your experience and your works, and we have a strong discussion. But if you have the skills, there is no reason that you can join us into in the 5 years. It's a bit difficult because we start the pre-production of the video game project at the end of the 4th, and the teams are built at the end of the 4th year. So it's better to start in the 4th year than in the 5th, because you need to be part of the team. But don't hesitate to send us your demand, and we will analyze your portfolio.
For someone applying after bachelor degree abroad, what are the most important portfolio elements you expect? Indeed, what we presented was mostly about the admission, was mostly for the first year. For specific expectation in each programs, maybe you can also ask these questions by email so that we can have a more personal, adapted answer to you. But I think it would be interesting to hear Gareth, since you said you joined in the 4th year. What did you include in your portfolio?
Yes. Okay. So yes, I joined in the 4th year. And I was pretty set on wanting to do Artfx because before school, I'd spent a lot of time learning online. The reason I wanted to move to school was to make the connections and work with people live. But what I included in my portfolio for Artfx was a lot of the work that I had done following online courses that I then developed farther at school. What I will say about studying in the 4th year is you are jumping past 1, 2, and 3. So all the people that you would meet in those years have gotten friendships and they've grown together, and you're kind of injecting yourself a little late. So that's one thing I'll mention. And second, you're missing all of that curriculum. So a lot of my classmates are well-versed around every department, such as modeling, texturing, lighting, the whole thing, versus since I joined late, I missed some of that, which hasn't been a huge deal in studying. I've been forced to pick it up by working with my classmates, but that's all that I'll say.
Thank you.
And if I might add something, Juliette, when you join us in 4th year, we are also checking that you've learned the right softwares in your previous year, because well, most of the people that join in 4th year, they will practice on the school software, and such as Gareth, when he joined us, we made sure that he was able to work with Houdini, which is our procedural and simulation software. So it's quite important that you've learned pretty much the same basis than us in your 3 first years.
We really need to be sure that your skills, technical and artistical skills, match to the level of our students. That's very important.
Okay, the next question, do I need to be good at drawing? That is a very good question. As I said, for the first year in the portfolio, nothing is eliminatory. So you don't need to be good at drawings. You will learn the skills during the first years. But the answer also depends on which universe courses you like to specialize. For instance, if you want to join the 2D animation class, yes, you'll need to be good at drawings because that will be prerequisites in order to join 2D animation in second years. Lily, you said that you're in 2D animation. In your portfolio, did you add any drawings, or what kind of works did you share?
First, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. For 2D animation, you will need to include observational drawing. So one basic thing to include would be life drawing. And since I took life drawing courses outside of high school, that helped me keep it going regularly and to have drawings to select for the portfolio. Then you can also do observational drawing like in real life, so not just with a nude model, but like with people in different situations. You can draw perspective, for example, or study your hands and feet. So those are the skills on the technical side. But then it's also important to show more like your own universe and the creative side of your interests. And so that's why it would be good to show some creative drawings or projects if you have any that are relevant to your course of interests. So yeah.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Lily, because the question is, do I need to be good? If you're motivated and that you want to try and that you show us that you tried, even if you're not good enough for you, at least you do not feel like you're good enough yet, it doesn't matter. Just showing that you're motivated and that you try, and that, as you said, even if it's not a perfect drawing, it can show us, and tell us a lot about your creative universe. So that's always a good thing to add in your portfolio if you have some, or if you want to try, it will be very appreciated. Is it possible to start a program in Lille or Montpellier and then do a master in London? Before answering that specific question, there's also the question, is it possible to start in Montpellier and then to move to Lille, or the reverse? That is possible, even though we do not recommend it, because as Gareth said about his experience as teamwork, when you start to making friends in one campus, it's great if you can do the whole 5 years in this same group of friends, but it is possible to change for personal reason if you need to. And how about moving to Lille or Montpellier, then to London? Then maybe Charles, you can answer that part of the question. I don't see Charles.
I think he's not there.
Okay. Well, I would have preferred for him to answer that specific question because the prerequisites to enter master in London are a bit different and specific. So if the person that asked us this question can write us an email, and we will share the specific city that will ask Charles to let us know about the answer. So next question would be, how much 3D modeling is involved in the game art program? We will be able to choose to focus more on 2D arts. Dominique, this is for you.
Yeah, it's a bit the same than the question before. It depends if you want to enter at the beginning of the program. If you enter to the first year, it's a common year where you will develop artistic skills and fundamentals. And after that, when you enter to the game art, you will see everything. So the 3D modeling, 2D, UX, UI, and FX, you will experiment everything during the 5th year. So at the entrance of the school, we have no request regarding modeling. If you practice, it's better for you. And we appreciate a lot that, but we never ask for a level for enter in the first year because it's our role to develop that with you. But if you want to enter to the 2nd year or the 3rd year, we will ask you a portfolio and have an interview with you to evaluate your skills. And you, after that, in the courses, in the program, you cannot choose the courses because we mind that it's better for you to have a larger spectra of skills to be sure to enter the industry and being recruited by professionals. But you can choose a major or minor skills, and you can practice more 2D, for example, 2D art, HUD, UX, UI, sorry. But you will also learn 3D modeling, etc. You have major and minor, and you can push a specialty rather than other one, but you cannot choose your courses.
I think we have a question for you, Carole, regarding the visa and the supports. How does Artfx support visa and internship placement for non-EU students?
So this is a dual question for non-EU, but it's actually very similar. So visa for non-European students, we provide you with the necessary documents to complete your steps for your visa and complete guidance, actually, from the moment you sign your contract. And even before that, from the moment you received your acceptance letter, we provide you with first version of a guide, but it's only when you sign your contract that you can receive the full documentation and support. And something that's very important to know is that you cannot start earlier than 3 months before the start of the school year. So usually this is done around late May, early June. And we totally guide you with everything you need to know, from documents to steps, deadlines, everything, including reminders during the year, because unfortunately you have to renew this process even when you're here on your 2nd year and on your 3rd year. So we fully take care of you for this entire process. For internship placement is exactly the same as French students, because you supposedly, if you're studying with us, you already have your visa, and so you can travel anywhere in Europe with that same visa.
I think you can answer also the following question. Do you have connection with studio outside France? I'm interested in studying in France, but maybe not living there forever.
Yeah, so absolutely. I think we mentioned that earlier. The studios we have connections with are from all over the world, as well as our alumni who work in studios all over the world. So the studios who come visit us for the job dating, it's one of the reasons why the job dating is held in English, is that they come from all over the world, from the UK to the US, New Zealand, Canada, you name it. So we have studios from all over the world. So absolutely, yes, you can live and work in other countries after graduating with us.
Thank you. Then following question. As I've already completed a 4-year degree, if I get admission to the 4th year of a master game design, what would be the fee? What the fee would be? So about the fees, for international students, it is 13,300 euros. You can have all the information about the tuition fees on our website with everything that it includes and the registration fees as well. Yes, maybe you want to add something.
Yeah, the GPA grade, no, we don't take that exactly in account because we prefer to evaluate with you what we say before, your level of experience, level of skills, hard skills and soft skills, and what you experiment before. So we don't take in account the GPA grade at the school. We look at that, but it's not the main aspect for the admission. Is there anything specific? No. If you practice already in certain software, if you use engines like Unreal Unity engine or other engine, if you do everything you are motivated on, if you practice, I don't know, level design, story, narrative story design, you can present us what you want regarding your interest into game, and we will discuss with you about your point of view. What do you play? What do you prefer? How do you analyze, for example, certain games? And this is a main discussion, and if you can add a lot of stuff in your portfolio, it's even better, but we discuss with you.
We have a very nice comment about Azimuth. We
are very proud of Azimuth team.
Once again, I really... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a movie from last year. I hope they will have a lot of prizes and recognition in all the festivals, and the team really did a very, very, very amazing work on that project.
Yeah, it's a graduation short movie from last year, and you can see the full movie now on our social networks and on the website. So for those who haven't seen it yet, I encourage you to
go to the YouTube channel to see all the movie.
What to expect for the integration exactly, and how to choose between Montpellier and Lille?
Tough question. So what to expect for the integration? Well, when you get in as an international student, you have an integration week. So you spend a week with the international coordinator and most of the time with international students on site. And the idea is, well, discovering how to live in France and how to behave, how to use the public transportation, how to get medical care. So pretty much everything about living in how to live in France. It's like the survival kit in France. And so you'll be meeting international students in campus. We organize cheese buffet, so you can have a taste of the French food, and of course it's a lot about sharing with all the students on campus. I'm sure that the international students can also add something about that international this integration week. But how to choose between Montpellier and Lille? That's a tough question. It's two very different cities. So Lille is located in the north of France. So I guess we have maybe less warmer weather than in Montpellier, but the people is very warm, and there is plenty. It's also very vibrant city with a lot of with a very important student life. It's a city which is very much dedicated to into cinema as well. We have a lot of incentives for cinema in the north of France, and as Zenar said, it's located. It's very central between London and Paris, so you will be able to move quite easily, and the food is great. It's a great city. It's a great city, and Montpellier. Well, I'll let Dominique speak about it. Shit.
It's a joke for sure between us because it's the north and the south. Programs, content, pedagogical content is the same in both campus. So it's really a choice from you guys and of the living in France. Both cities are very, very nice student cities, very energetic cities with a lot of events, movie theater, festival. But it's just different in terms of living. We at Montpellier, we live a part of the year outside because there is the sun and the sea, and Lille it's a bit different. But as say Alexandre, people are very warm too. You can have a lot of parties and everything. It's your choice between the north and the south of France. It's but the content is the same in both campuses.
Maybe international students want to say a word about it.
Okay.
Ena.
I can say for the integration week, I had, when I arrived here basically 2 years ago, we got like a tour of the area around the school, and then also on another day we got a tour of Lille and the city there and all the architecture. And then the cheese buffet is not only just French cheeses, it's also all the internationals that already go here. They make their own food or bring snacks from their countries, and it's just like an event where everyone shares with each other.
Is there anyone that wants to add something about this question of the orientation week?
Yes, I can share a bit. So as not just the integration week, but just integrating as a whole, I thought was pretty easy because when you come here, like they mentioned earlier, there's a lot of students everywhere that aren't just Artfx students. So when you're walking outside and kind of everyone lives around the school, I've found. And another thing that makes integration easier is when you're at school, you're all learning what you're interested in. So you already share that interest, so it's a lot easier to get to know people.
And I want to add one more thing. I feel like I've heard about other schools, and it seems like the culture in Artfx is very different from most other schools. It's just like very friendly. Everyone just wants to like cooperate as well as possible. And within classes, you're not competing against each other because you'll have to work with everyone as a team. So everyone is just very friendly and make sure to share skills and help each other out.
If I may just add one word, the actual name is Orientation Welcome Week, and so the purpose is in the very name. So it's to get you oriented. One of the most important purposes is to get you oriented, both within the school, within the city, and your new country as well.
Charles is back.
Yes, and we have a question for you, Charles. What are the skills required for London?
So the skills or the requirements are very simple. First, you have to have a BA, a bachelor, on equivalent to bachelor, recognized in the UK. And then means you can apply for the master. And same at the other campus, you will have an interview with myself and I, and we'll go through your English degree or level or elocution to make sure you can communicate properly, not just talking, but communicating properly. And we're gonna review your demo reel, make sure you are properly, your level is good enough to integrate the master, because the year it's a boot camp and very intense year. And because everything is based on professional training, I don't want to left anyone behind when they integrate the master. So pretty straightforward, English, talking, exams with myself on a meeting, and portfolio. That's pretty much what I need. And also I can answer the next question.
Yeah, I want to answer to the next question.
Okay, go ahead.
No, this is for you. This is for you.
No, I don't think it's
It's a question we had, Charles, for you, but I think you were disconnected at the moment. It's a question we had that is it possible to start programming in Montpellier and then a master in London?
That's a very challenging question. I like this question because it's not the first time I've been asked this question, and I'm currently working on this. So the aim is to be able to study somewhere in France, in Artfx, and then jump in the UK. Because the idea behind having 1 year is because in the UK market, we love having short course. So that's the reason. So yes, I'm on it. We will keep you up to date very soon, probably early next year.
Thank you. And then yes, Tobindik, I think you wanted to answer
I want to answer to that question. It's a very good question because we know it's difficult for you to have a look and have precise answer to that. To my opinion, and you will add something, I think, but we are first an independent school and we manage our content and we adjust our content with the industry every year. That's the first main point. Second point, the best proof of our pedagogy is to look at where are our alumni. You can see the alumni, they are on all the big blockbuster all over the world, and you can see them at the generics of the different movies or game. And to my opinion, this is the best proof of what we do into the school with our students. And I will add also, we are one of the major school in the VFX and 2D and 3D animation. To be a real international school with people dedicated to you, as Carol said before, and Carol do a very, very good work. She's very close to you and she follow you from the first year until the end. And even when you're alumni, we have contact with you. And when you enter to Artfx, you be part of the family and you never leave the family until you work in the industry. We have very good connection with our students. And another point is you ought to see if a school is very is a good school or no. You need to have a look about the instructors. Where are coming the instructors? Are they professional? Are they working in the industry? It's very important to have a look to that. And you can perhaps use LinkedIn or see who are the people into the school. I think it's very important too. And I forgot the last point. I don't know if you want to add something, perhaps Carol and Charles or Alexandre.
But there's also VFX. It's one of the, I guess, one of the things that differentiate us from the other schools is that we focus a lot on visual effects. We are known for that. So when I mean visual effects, it means post-production. So we are learning, we are teaching the students how to shoot with the camera. And so we are, the students from the 1st to the 5th year are producing and directing a lot of live action films, and so we reconnect them from the cinema. We connect the cinema to the post production, and I feel that it's something that which is in the DNA of the school that doesn't really exist in other schools in France. But maybe Charles, you have something to add about the difference.
Yeah, I think you said it all between you and Dominic. It's the fact we are very close to the industry and we have a film school and the VFX school. We are consistent over the year to deliver very high projects, and that's recognized by the rookies. That's the reason why we are on the 7th on the row, the first VFX school. And yeah, I think that's one of the secret sauce for us to be close to the industry as well. So we can always adapt and have the flexibility as a private school to adapt and make sure we are up to date, which is bringing the next question about AI.
And yeah, and also, so you've checked the rookie rankings, but you should also check the short films in YouTube. Actually, I feel it's quite good indicators of the quality of the school and the level of our students when they leave the school.
And for the games, you can also go to Steam and download the games and play the games to have an idea of what we do. It's the same for the movies on YouTube, 2D, 3D, live action movies, and the games on Steam.
And I'd like to add just one thing, if I may. If you're scared about moving abroad, because it's a big thing to move abroad, and especially if you don't speak French and you want to make sure we're a true international school and we will address all your needs in English. And if you happen to be shopping around for a school, which is totally understandable, I invite you to ask precise questions to the schools you're interested in, such as, will I ever have to present anything in French? Because we will not require that from you. Will the graduation ceremony be held in French, which is not the case with us? It isn't presented in English. So those are elements I invite you to ask to the schools you may be interested in to make sure they are fully international the way we are at Artfx.
I would also like to add one thing. It's just that don't hesitate to try and reach out to students, current students, so that you get another point of view and inside information about the curriculum. Because I mean, rankings, it depends on the criteria that you base the rankings on, and there's like plenty of sites out there that have like rankings, so it can be rather overwhelming if you're like trying to figure out where to go. But reaching out to students, that can be a very straightforward way to get the information you need about the school. So yeah.
Thank you. We're approaching an hour and a half presentation, which is pretty long. It's very great that you have many questions for us. We'll take a bit more, but if you have some more questions that we cannot answer right now, do not hesitate to write to us. Quickly, I will answer this question. No, we do not offer a scholarship at Artfx. And I think it would be great to have this last question, which is very interesting. Do you include AI in your teaching? Head of campus, I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, we include AI in your teaching, but we do that, as we said before, with the connection to the industry. We are very honest regarding that. We are doing also theory courses based on the ethic aspect, ecological aspect, and after that we have practice under an open source tool, and we learn you how to use that as a tool. It's small tools for each part of the production, so we try to invite you to use that as a tool, and that's very important today. I don't know if you want to add something more, Alexandre.
No, it's exactly that. The idea is for the students to understand how it works, and then practice on some tools, so they have these additional skills when they get out of school. Of course, it's mandatory right now to know a bit about AI, but we do it carefully, of course. Charles, if you want to say a word. But...
No, you're right. I think it's definitely part of our industry now. It won't go away. So we have to have this, because the idea to have Artfx close to the industry is to make sure when we graduated, you are production ready, which means using AI, because we are using this in the industry. So it will be absolutely bonkers if we don't integrate this in our curriculum.
Yeah, but it's not AI to do a final stuff with only AI. It's just part of AI included in the pipeline to develop even more, to enhance all the project and to enhance your skills. That's the objective.
I think that's all for us for today. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you to all the team for your time. Again, do not hesitate if you have any question for us. Also, if you happen to have some holidays in France and you want to visit one of our campus, you are more than welcome to contact us about that. We'll be super happy to welcome you on site. Yes, we hope to hear about you soon, and wish you a good day or evening for those or good morning for those who are waking up. See you.
Bye. See you.
Bye, everyone.